Do what?
Turn the camera off.
Not my camera.
So you need to turn the camera off so I can figure out what's going on.
Well, we'll tell you what's going on now. We're doing this as we're doing a little documentary here, and we're just.
Do me a favor, turn it off, and then I'll be glad to let you turn it on when I know.
Sure, but this is a public entryway. We just we just want to document our request that we're going to do for public records.
Yeah, I'm just here to make a public records request. I want to inspect your daily visitors log.
Daily visitors log?
Yeah, you know who comes in and out of the building.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah?
Okay. Rogers.
So Joel, tell us what's going on here.
I'm just here to make a public records request to inspect.
Supervisor coming to speak to you guys.
Okay, thank you.
So you do what?
I'm just here to make a public records request. I wanted to inspect their daily visitors log, which is public record. So.
Okay. What are you gonna say about that?
I'm just here to take copious notes in case they want to violate the law.
Request form, sir?
So I need to fill this out. I have to fill this out before I can see the records.
Yes, sir.
I can't just inspect them without filling this out.
No.
Okay. So this has to be completely filled out.
Well, whatever you need, sir.
Who does that go to? Who do we turn it into?
Our records
Just
department.
Okay. So this is the public records request form. So I have to fill this out, make my request in writing, then I have to sign it.
Correct.
And that's a condition of getting the records.
That's correct. And whatever they come up with, how much time frame they use, and how much paper they need to copy, is how much we charge.
Okay. But you understand, I'm not asking for copies. I just want to inspect it. Okay. But even then, I still have to, this is a condition of getting the records. Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah. I'm sorry? You certainly can ask. I'm not under any obligation to answer the question, am I?
Well, you know what? Have a great day, sir. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, you too.
So, Joel, just tell us right here real quick what happened.
Yeah. We went into the Coral Gables Police Department to make a public records request, and what we asked for was to inspect the daily visitors log. And the record we asked for is significant.
he said he's not allowed to talk to me, but clearly.
So anyway, what you just saw was the police department coming out and getting our tag in order to ascertain our identities because we made a public records request, and that's problematic for a number of reasons. One is public records access in the state of Florida is a constitutional right. It's a civil right, which is protected by Article 1, Section 24 of the Florida Constitution. Everybody, and there's not even a citizenship requirement. Anyone that wants to inspect public records has a right to show up and ask to inspect public records, and they have to produce it. And the reason that I asked for the daily visitors log is because it's a document that they have right there at their fingertips. It's not like they have to do any research. It's not like they have to go ask anybody's permission. All they have to do is hand it to me, I look at it, and I leave. So we try to set the bar as ridiculously low as possible for them to comply. And even when you set the bar as low as you could conceivably set it, they still violate the law, and that's troubling when you consider that because I went in to make a public records request, they come out, they get our tag, they're going to run it through FCIC, which is the Florida Criminal Information Center, which is a felony. It's a felony for a police officer to access that unless there's reasonable suspicion that a crime has been committed. What crime did we commit? I went in to make a public records request. Yeah, absolutely. We'll end up making a public records request to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, and it'll show that this guy went in and ran FCIC. He committed a felony.
And then what happens?
Well, what I will do is I'll bring that to the attention of FDLE and ask them to file criminal charges, which they'll refuse to do. They never do it. It's a felony. Misuse of FCIC is so serious that the statute provides for FDLE to terminate this department's access to FCIC, which, I mean, that's how they run your tag when they stop you.
That's an important tool for
The entire agency can lose access to FCIC for what this guy's doing. That won't happen because it's, you know, one cop looking out for another cop. Now, as far as what happened in here, what they did was they told me they had to fill out this form. Well, it's well established under Florida case law that you cannot require a requester to make a request for public records in writing. You cannot request them or demand that they sign it or that they give any personal information. And as you got on video, I asked this guy repeatedly. So what you're telling me is filling this out and signing it is a condition for access to the records, and he repeatedly said yes. So what we're going to do now is, you know, I'm going to file suit. I'm going to file a lawsuit to vindicate my civil rights and the civil rights of every Floridian to walk into the Coral Gables Police Department and make a public records request without being interrogated and having somebody demand that you fill out a form which is unlawful. So what they just did was illegal, and we're going to have the courts vindicate our rights.
Cool. Now tell us a little bit about what you've been doing these last few days. You and your brother Robert, you guys came down from the Tampa area, down here in Miami, and you guys been doing public records requests along the way.
Yeah, we do audits of public agencies for their compliance with Florida's open government laws. We do this all the time. I'm confident we make more public records requests than any person or entity in the state of Florida. And normally we do it electronically, but last week and this week we've been traveling around the state. We started in Jacksonville last week, and of course now we're here in Miami this week, and we've just been stopping into public agencies, concentrating largely on law enforcement, and going in and just doing exactly what we did here. I'd like to make a public records request. I want to inspect your daily visitors log, and then we see how they respond. We've seen about a 70% of the agencies we've gone to have broken the law. And I don't mean they kind of broke the law. I mean they just flagrantly, completely violated my civil rights and the civil rights of every Floridian by saying that you cannot see records.
Cool. All right, next stop, Miami. Miami Police.
Here we go.